I want to find out if you feel that the system of the United States, in a way, makes it harder for people to have access to financial education.
I do think it makes it harder. I can just look at myself, and I have a master's degree. And there's, I don't know that I could understand the home ownership agreements that I sign and how different types of investments work. I'm at, there are a lot more opportunities that I could take advantage of than I do. So if I have a long history of formal education and I don't understand the way a lot of things work, I think when folks who migrate here with, on average, a sixth grade education and don't have the language and don't feel confident in the resources, it becomes inaccessible. So I think we need more opportunities for financial education. I think we need them in community settings and in schools where people already have a relationship with an institution and feel like it's a trusted one. So offering financial education in a language that's accessible to people and in a place that's trusted, I think, is very, very important. And I think we're seeing more efforts around financial education, but seeing them in chambers of commerce or business settings that aren't necessarily community-oriented isn't going to quite make that connection.
Do you think that another thing that I have seen is that a lot of people drop out financial education classes? Why do you think that is? Do you feel that it's because they get overwhelmed with the information, or what happens?
I don't know. I think money is one of the, and there are a lot of similar issues, but oftentimes people don't spend the time they need to learning about it until they're in a crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're getting by, maybe they feel like they're not in a crisis. If they feel like their wages are so low that there's absolutely nothing that they could ever do to save. I think that's one of the interesting things that I've experienced in financial education is that people who walked in and said, I don't have a penny I can squeeze out of anywhere, realize by a few classes into the course that they can, that saving is possible. And so I think maybe people don't make the connection of why this is so important and relevant to them. And I think that there's a lot of reasons for that. I think one of the first classes maybe you participated in is looking at cultural attitudes towards money. And those cultural attitudes are primarily built from watching parents